Hey guys, thank you for coming back to the Cloud Corner. My name's Corey. We have something very special to talk about today. But first, let's roll that intro and get it out of the way. Alright, now that we got the intro out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. This is what we'll be talking about today. This is the DogMods Big Bully. This thing is crazy. It's heavy. You can hurt someone with it. It takes it gives you a nice vape. It's awesome. Let's take a quick one. Now, before we get into the specs on the box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm vaping on. I am vaping on today. I am vaping on Silly Rabbit from Karmic Vapor. I'm on my last drops of this bottle, so I'm getting towards the end. I have on my Authentic Stellar with a chuff top. I have a .24 build, 5-wrap 24 gauge dual. I like to stay simple because every time I try to do some crazy coils like twisted, I mess up like 6 times, end up throwing them in the trash, and then that's really it anyway. Alright, so let's get to this. This is a Hammond B-Box, rather. SX350 chip, so it goes up to 60 watts. It is powered by a 9,000 milliamp hour LiPo battery pack. Just take it in. 9,000. That's right. The iStick 50 watt, let's compare it to that. The iStick 50 watt that came out recently is 4,400 mAh. And that thing lasts a while. Double it. And you get a little more than double. So that's what you got battery power. Yes, it's a big box. It's a Hammond B box. So it's got a little weight to it with a LiPo battery pack. But for me, I'm kind of a bigger guy. Holding onto it is actually quite comfortable for me. So, I mean, I could see, if you like something small and tiny, this might not be your thing. But if you want something durable, this is the most durable thing. You could probably take this rock climbing and by accident drop it off the mountain, and it could probably still be fine at the bottom. That's how, sturdy it feels. Now, in the lifetime of my box, it's only been dropped once, and it wasn't even by me. It hit the floor from about 4 feet up, and the only thing that happened to it was that little mark right there. That's it. Nothing else on the box is damaged. Alright. So, on the newer boxes, he's made over 50 of them so far in different colors, the new ones have a flush Varitube 510 on there. I have a raised Varitube 510 because mine was the first one. I'm honored to have the first one. I love this thing so much. I've been using it for the past 5 months, pretty much non-stop. I take it everywhere with me because I don't have to worry about battery. Last week, or a week and a half ago, we went to Vapor Slam down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That was so much fun. I got to meet amazing people. I brought this mod with me. This is the one that I used basically the whole entire time. 11-hour trip down. So I used this. I unplugged it that morning, the Thursday morning. Then we started driving 11 hours. Used this the whole way. The whole weekend, used this. Came home, used this. And I was still at like 4.04 battery. So I only used 0.16 volts out of a 4.2 maximum voltage on the battery the whole weekend. That's 4 days. It's crazy. This thing lasts forever. I think the most that I've ever used it, the most days in a row rather, is I think 5.5 to 6 days, like a whole week. And that's at 60 watts. I keep this thing at max all the time, and it still performs wonderful. So let me tell you a little bit about the creator of DogMods. His name is Nick. You can get him on Facebook at facebook.com/DogMods. You can get him on Instagram at DogMods. Same thing with Twitter, I believe. Not 100% on the Twitter. But the Instagram, I'll post the links in the description below, so you can go ahead and follow him on Instagram and Facebook. He's got a lot of pictures up of all of his bullies. There's been yellow, pink, red, like so many custom ones too, with some custom CNC on it. But if you want to take a look at the front of the box, the work on the CNC is awesome. I mean, you have the dog tags for the Big Bully. Mine's number 1. Let me get this. And then you have the actual dog. Now, one cool thing that I want to talk about is what he does when he sells a DogMods box. Now, Nick, being the nice guy he is, every DogMods box he sells, he donates a portion of it to the local animal shelter where he picked up his own dog, George. That is awesome. It is quite amazing to find someone who gives back quite consistently. So, I'll get to the final thoughts in a second. I'll take a quick vape and then we'll catch up. Alright, let's get to our final conclusions on the DogMods Big Bully. Alright, if I had to rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a solid 8.5. I'll tell you why. I'll give you the pros and the cons right now. Pro, the durability. This thing is built to last. It is probably never going to get a scratch on it, even if you drop it. Mine only has a little nick, and that's from 4 feet on concrete. So, durability, definitely a pro. Battery power, 9,000 milliamp hours. Definitely a pro. This thing will last you 6 days straight. Plus, even if you do get low, you still have micro USB, so you can do pass-through in the car, or if you have an external battery pack, you can give it a little bit of a charge. Alright? Other than battery power and durability, machineship, like craftsmanship, this thing is a well-made box. It has been given the utmost care, and it shows. The only cons I could possibly see with this box are, 1, the size. It's a big box. It's a Hammond B box, so it's like, with the LiPo battery pack in there, it's probably a little under a pound. Other than that, you have about 4.5 inches tall, 2.5 inches wide. That might be, I have a big hand, so that might be big for, a lot of people. Plus, the fact it only goes up to 60 watts. People are looking for higher wattage box mods nowadays. You see the 100 watts, the 150, the 200, everything like that. So if you're looking for more power, I can see why you might not want one of these. But those are the reasons why I would give it an 8.5. The pros heavily outweigh the cons. So, on that note, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and like to the channel. And I'll be shooting another video out real soon. But other than that, thank you for watching the Cloud Corner. We'll see you soon.